Okay, Sam, so you've been talking a lot about Marvel Netflix.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do a new show today called Why Should I Watch It? So, you have to explain to me in 10 minutes, 10 minutes, why I should be watching the Marvel Netflix stuff. Because I've only gotten as far as Daredevil Season 2.
Okie dokie.
So go.
Okay. The reason why you should watch Marvel Netflix stuff is because it's the Marvel universe. It's the Marvel universe that is given more of a gritty, more of an honest, more adult audience. It's the same reason why you should watch Torchwood for Doctor Who, or the Russell T Davies Doctor Who series, because it gives you this kind of more uncensored, more adult targeted version of the same universe. It gives you the same subject matter and gives it more of an intellectual discussion for three of them, and that's the reason why I like Daredevil. Is a fantastic character. It's the Batman TV series we've always wanted. It gives you this nice engaging. The fight sequences are that of like the Raid, or that kind of hard hitting badass action. You've got Luke Cage, which is a fantastic political comment, as well as it being this kind of almost feels like a B-movie science fiction story. And then you've got Jessica Jones, which I think is one of the best of the series, which is just this very pro women kind of screw you misogynist men kind of feel to it, as well as it not being too feminist shoving down your throat. It's got this wonderful I don't care kind of punchy action. It's very Tank Girl in personality, but with the fact it's talking about domestic violence and abusive relationships. It's really good. I recommend them all. What reasons would you not have to watch it?
I haven't felt the need to. It is as simple as that. I watched Daredevil Season 1, but there was like a 6-month gap in between.
Yeah.
And then I watched Jessica Jones right after that, and I liked it. It's not my favourite series. I'm glad I watched it, but I felt like my problem with quite a lot of these Netflix shows is there's a lot of filler.
Yeah.
Which is odd because it's a 13-episode series. And again, I watched Daredevil Season 2 after I watched Jessica Jones. I got up to about episode 4, and then life got in the way.
Yeah.
And I never got around to it, and now I've gotten up to episode 6.
The feeling for these shows, I would say, the reason why you should watch them is in the same reason that you go watch Logan in the cinema. That's not something you're going to watch back to back all the way through every day. Like it's not your biggest, greatest fan loving product. But what it is something that you sit down with a hard whiskey and just enjoy it like a piece of art. That's the reason why I like Netflix stuff. It's something that you observe, you observe and then leave.
See, I find them to be too relentlessly gritty. I'm all for grittiness, but there needs to be some form of levity.
Yeah.
Which is why, oddly enough, my favourite character is Foggy.
Yeah.
I find Foggy to be my favourite character in all of the Netflix shows. Because at the end of the day, he's an average person. He's a bit schlubby, and you love him.
But this is why I like it. If in comparison to the whole Marvel spectrum, well, that's on film. You've got a lot of levity. You've got a lot of happiness and snarky jokes, and this brings you to the other side of the Marvel universe, where you've got Iron Man quipping at every point, and you've got Guardians of the Galaxy winning the universe with a dance-off. You've got Daredevil in the base of the heart of New York, recovering from the incident that happened that triggered the cinematic universe's kind of golden age, and that's really nice to see. It's doing what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. should have done, which is show you the aftershock, showing you the after effects, the fact that the Avengers didn't just save the world, they also started several villains on their path to the thing where, like, if it wasn't for the incident, you wouldn't have Fisk doing what he's doing. If you wouldn't have Diamondback being horrible to the community, and then you've got all the other bad, horrible things going on as well. That's why I like it, because when you look at the whole broad spectrum of things, that gives you this nice dark punch.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're wanting to be realistic, you're not always relentlessly upset. The reason why I like Logan
Yeah.
is it's 2 hours in which you go through an emotional roller coaster. But even in Logan, they have that section at the farm where it breathes. In Daredevil, I don't get that. It's 13 hours of relentless grittiness. In season 2, the most that I've had is the bit where Daredevil, Matt and Karen go on their date.
Yeah.
That was the most breathing room in like the first 6 episodes that we've had.
I recommend that this is a lot of people that see Netflix shows as stuff you have to watch back to back. This is something which this is like, for example, I wouldn't argue that the Walking Dead games are excuse me. I wouldn't recommend that the Walking Dead games are something that has fun and happiness in, but you still play them because you want to feel that suffering. You don't go to a horror game and going, "Where are the jokes? Where are the goddamn jokes?" And I think this is the same. You should go into this knowing that it's about, well, Daredevil specifically. He's a man that is sacrificing himself. He's suffering. He's doing a lot of Christian comparative, like Christianity comparative philosophies, and he's being, I'm not saying he's Christ because I hate that comparison, but he's going on that whole Catholic sinners kind of getting punished feel, and that story's nice to kind of they commit to that. I really like that commitment to the point, because I don't want him having jokes with Fisk. I think that whole kind of, you can watch that, and then if you watch this in timeline with the rest of them, it's quite a nice balance. So, for example, at the same time as Daredevil, you've got Iron Man 3, you've got that Captain America Civil War, that kind of stuff's happened. Not Civil War, Winter Soldier. It's that era, and then later on you've got the Civil War one with Daredevil 2, and this is why I like it. You can compare what's going on in New York with other shows, and that's kind of a nice balance that you can figure that out. You can see, and that's why it makes me feel sorry for them, because it's this whole down and dirty thing, and it's like they just need a breath of fresh air. That's why I like it. It's that kind of, I'm rooting for you.
Okay, here's a question though: would you ever want the Marvel Netflix universe to cross over with the big screen version?
I really would. I know it's not because of the whole, we can't have Torchwood mixing with Doctor Who because of adult themes, but I would like the idea that they're in New York fighting Thanos. They think they're screwed, and then suddenly, just like you see this thing coming out of nowhere, hits them on the head, and then you get this man standing in front of them that's got impenetrable skin. And I like the idea of just this kind of fleeting, everybody gets one kind of. I think that would be wonderful. This moment of, there are other people out there that are helping them in the background and just in the shadows.
The thing is, I don't think that will happen.
It won't.
It won't happen because, and I've had a friend tell me, "Oh, it will, Ewan, it will happen," and I'm like, no, because of the tone.
Yeah.
The tone of the Netflix. Can you imagine Jessica Jones walking up next to Captain America? In your head, it's amazing. In actuality, they're two different. It's the same with Black Widow and Daredevil.
Yeah.
Well, that one works slightly better.
Daredevil's one of the only, I think, exceptions. Daredevil or Luke Cage are the only two that could cross over.
Iron Fist works as well.
Iron
Fist, that supernatural element.
But then he has no costume, which is why he doesn't.
Yeah,
he won't work, because they never give him a costume. They're never going to give him a costume. The only way they would is if he wears monk robes. But the reason why they won't go in Infinity War is because they're all wearing costumes. He will stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Luke Cage, however, his iconic yellow T-shirt is this costume in the modern comics. Yeah. So having him there, the idea of everything looks like it's down, and then suddenly this man who can't be hurt comes out of nowhere, that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm still going to endeavour to go back and watch them, but like I said, it's if I have time. It's that kind of...
Yeah.
There are shows that I'm like, I have to watch it no matter what. And we'll get to that next time, because this is the 1-part and a 2-part series. So, thank you for your explanation.
So, will you watch it? That's the question.
I will go and watch it. And I think at some point in maybe 5 years' time, when I finally caught up,
So when
we'll
the
do a
Defenders
review.
come up, when the Defenders show hits, will you watch it?
Defenders, yeah, that's the goal at the moment, to try and catch up with everything in time for Defenders.
If I'm honest, there's now that goes on in Iron Fist that you'll miss. They involve the Hand. I think the Hand's going to be the big bad in Defenders.
So if I was to say jump into Iron Fist, where would you say that I should jump in at?
People say episode 5. I would just say Wikipedia.
Okay.
That, if I'm being honest, it's of all the things I've been trying to defend, Iron Fist. I watched the whole thing and I'm just like, this has got incestuous too quickly.
Rank how many other 5?
There's technically 5.
Okay.
So
rank the 5 seasons now. So from like bottom to top.
My favourite one is Jessica Jones.
Okay.
That's on the top, followed by Daredevil 1 because it has the best, most cathartic Game of Thrones-esque ending where everyone gets their comeuppance and I love it. And then Luke Cage, followed by Daredevil 2, and then there's another one.
So I'm going into the rough patch now then.
Yeah,
I'm mid Daredevil 2 and I have Luke Cage and Iron Fist to go through.
Luke Cage is good, don't get me wrong. Luke Cage is good. Those top 3 are really good for different reasons.
Okay.
Which is why they should watch, which is the problem with Iron Fist, because it's where the rest of them are all about, it's all about the common people in New York suffering. And then Iron Fist is, we're the 1%. We are in New York as well. Yes, everything is about problems with money. I've got a problem. My company's kicked me out. Luke Cage doesn't really have a home. No, and that's my problem.
And on that note, let's go rescue Dan.
Yeah. I can genuinely hear voices.
It might be my
I think I'm going mad. It might be Dan.
It's my iPod. It's my iPod.
Oh, it's fine. I'll stay here. I've tried to save Dan twice now.
Okay, it's my turn now.
Yeah, go on.
Right.
You go deal with it. The homos just clearly aren't listening to me. I'm off. Take my gun. I've got a gun.